Back to Nash from the corner. Shazam!
Armed with a bold ad campaign that talked of a title, a healthy Amare Stoudemire, and led by a two-time defending MVP, the 2007 Phoenix Suns were expected to win. And win they did.
They have won 17 in a row.
One national writer called them the most consistently entertaining basketball team in over 2 decades. And who could argue? The NBA's highest scoring, best shooting team took the league by storm, racking up 61 wins and rolling into the postseason. The purple and orange appeared to have their longtime nemesis on the ropes in round 2. But that all changed with 14 seconds left to go in Game 4.
Nash in backcourt, and he's knocked hard by Horry. A dirty foul by Robert Horry. Absolutely unbelievable.
Undermanned and robbed of their momentum, the season set on the Suns far too soon, leaving a basketball-crazy town wondering what if. Their eyes fixed on a prize that was so close and now seems so far away. It was an incredible season for the Phoenix Suns, but unfortunately it ended way too soon, leaving the Phoenix Suns and their fans wondering, what if? Hi, everybody, and welcome to Phoenix Suns 2007 Eyes on the Prize. Brad Steinke joined by our Suns insider Tom Chambers, the member of the Ring of Honor for the Phoenix Suns. And TC, when you look back at this season and the playoffs, what stands out the most for you?
Well, the highs and the lows. I mean, this team was as good as it got, for most of the season. 17 wins in a row, 15 wins in a row. Really high, but then they'd have moments where they just weren't as good as they should have been. So basically inconsistency, and yet I love this team. I love these players. I love what they do on the basketball court, but there's disappointment that goes along with all of that euphoria that we had this season.
The theme all season long for the Phoenix Suns was eyes on the prize. Now, they're not going to make it to the NBA Finals, but did they get closer to reaching that ultimate goal in terms of getting better as a team and being a championship caliber team?
Well, good teams grow from, they learn from their mistakes, and this team had mistakes. They didn't do everything well along the course of the season, obviously, because they're not in the playoffs anymore. So, yes, they will learn from their mistakes. They'll be better because of them, and I think they understand the importance of eyes on the prize was really good. But you know what? There's a lot of little steps that have to come along the way, and they'll pay more attention to detail in the future.
It's not just one magic snap right there and you make it to the championship. That first round blowout against the Lakers followed by that bruising, brutal series against the Spurs. Let's take a look back at the Phoenix Suns postseason 2007.
Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona, and the U.S. Airways Center, home of the Suns. Also racing to the basket. Wow, is he quick!
The second game, we kind of come in and all the energy, we're up emotionally, and then we're not quite ready on Tuesday. That's got to change.
Well, Phoenix Suns team here tonight are firing on all cylinders. The Suns, overcoming the Game 2 curse, take a 2-0 lead to Los Angeles.
Kobe just putting on a show out there. He is the best clutch player we've seen in a long time.
What do you guys need to do differently today as opposed to the last game?
We just got to match the energy,
And he ties the NBA record for most assists in a half in a playoff game.
What can't Steve Nash do?
And Nash will finish one shy of the NBA record for most assists in a playoff game.
I told Stan we'd have a day off, but Stan, I think I lied.
Roger Bell, the new Papa, and he hits his first three.
It was an unbelievable experience, man. It was once in a lifetime. Hopefully I'll have more kids, but that first time was unreal.
Spin move, beautifully down a monster flush. The Suns are moving to the second round.
You know where this next series is, right? This is it. Talking about physical, we're going to be, mentally we just got to be tough. And that's why I go crazy sometimes. It's not the Lakers. We're going to beat the Lakers. We're going to beat them today. It's San Antonio that we got to be ready for. So physically, mentally, every ball, every possession.
Suns, 1, 2, 3. They're going to
A lot of times games are not as good as advertised, but this has been special.
Parker with a steal, and he loses the ball, but he slips, we have a bump.
They bumped heads, and that's where he's shaking up. Nash, that's the three. Steve Nash from downtown to tie the game. It won't stop bleeding. San Antonio takes a 1-0 lead in this best-of-7 series.
Show of solidarity for Steve Nash. Many folks here in Phoenix going with the Band-Aid on the nose approach.
I'm sorry, seriously. When I saw the pictures, I was like, damn, I didn't know it was like that. That's what happened. All right. I didn't do it on purpose.
Nash to Stoudemire. Oh, beautiful pass from Dion to Stoudemire. A blowout on the part of the Suns.
Nash is hurt.
Bruce Bowen with a knee to the groin. Manager Ginobili, the man of the third quarter, taking the pop in the eye and taking over the game.
San Antonio takes game 3.
You know, when you're kind of the smaller guy on the block, you just have to play harder than the other people, and you have to be a little bit more desperate all the time.
Whoa, what balance by Parker. Phoenix up by 1. First time they've led in the second half.
Phoenix maybe coming of age as a franchise, fighting through a game that they really didn't have going in their favor.
And here is Nash being chased, and they had him all look out.
A dirty foul by Robert Horry. Absolutely unbelievable.
A dramatic come-from-behind effort by the Suns. Amari Stoudemire and Boris Diaw making their way off the bench. NBA League rules stipulate a 1-game suspension.
Two Phoenix Suns who knew about the rule, forgot about it, couldn't control themselves, and didn't have coaches that could control them. And don't you forget it.
What a first half for Sean Marion. 20 points, 11 rebounds.
Incredible.
Bruce Bowen from deep in the corner has given the Spurs an 84-81 lead as the Spurs come from behind and win it.
I know a lot of people didn't give us a chance to win tonight, but we thought that we were going to win tonight. You know, it wasn't gimmicky either. Like, we felt good about, you know, them having to match up with us in small ball and spreading them out and executing. And, you know, we did that for a while, gave ourselves a chance. It just, you know, came up short.
The Suns trying to get this to a Game 7 Sunday in the Valley of the Sun. And you know that Popovich and company does not want to go back to Phoenix.
Actually, office and our referee steps. Just wanted as a friendly reminder, remind you gentlemen as well as the players on the team to stay in the vicinity of the bench.
We got the memo last week.
That's absolutely unbelievable, the battle that's going on out here.
He can't pass the ball across his body, so he goes behind the back of Tim Duncan.
Stoudemire has just been magnificent. Boy, it's taken enormous energy for the Suns in this catch-up posture. They just can't seem to get inside that 7-point deficit. The season is ended for the Suns.
It was a roller coaster ride from day one. You know, starting off 0-4 or 1-5 or whatever we did to having the second best record in the league.
You know, we got to just keep working and realize that sometimes it doesn't come right away, and it's never going to come easily.
We're right there with everybody. We're right there. We got to get over the hump. We've got to be a little bit tougher. I've got a little bit better, be a better coach. We got to get guys that get a little bit tougher mentally. We got to improve our young guys. We have to keep working to get over San Antonio. Having said that, San Antonio has nothing on us. Dallas has nothing on us. It's just it goes down to a great match and great series, and it comes down to, okay, can you get over the hump? And we're talking 3 or 4 buckets. We're not talking, if we're winning 30 games, then we got problems. We're winning 60 games, and we're right there. We just got to find a way to get it done.
Well, it still hurts to watch that even now. Robert Horry's cheap shot really paying big dividends for the Spurs. I don't care what David Stern has to say or how he defends that ruling.
Well, I don't like what he had to say. I mean, he bothered me. He acted as though, you know, why are we questioning what he does? We were taken advantage of on that. Robert Horry, it was a cheap shot. I wanted to go out there and punch him myself and retaliate. And what the guys did as teammates, when they stand up and they run out there to see, they really didn't run out there. They just, you know, kind of look. So we weren't trying to, you know, make it worse or join in the fight, but you got to jump up and see if your guy's okay. So there needs to be some room for interpretation on that rule.
Yeah, the rule obviously should be re-examined, but in this case, I think it worked. Amari Stoudemire, Boris Diaw got nowhere close to that that skirmish.
Well, they didn't. I mean, the coaches grabbed him, but how quick can you be as a coach? I mean, Amari's going to jump up, and whether he was going to go in the game or whatever he was doing, you're going to jump up and react. He's an emotional guy. You can't take the passion, you can't take the emotion away from these guys. They can't be robots on the bench and sit there, oh, golly gee, we're going to have a fight. Don't get up. You can't do that. I mean, you're burning. You want to win the game. Every possession is vital, and your main man is on his back right now because of a big guy, and that just can't happen.
It dramatically altered the series. You talk about the last 3 years for the Phoenix Suns, and it always seems like there's a little bit of bad luck. 3 years ago, Joe Johnson has the eye injury, misses 6 games. Last year, no Kurt Thomas, no Amari, and of course, Raja Bell's suspension. And then this past season, Game 5, no Boris, no Amari. Have we ever got a true sense of what this Phoenix Suns playoff team could actually be?
Well, for the most part, we were healthy this season, and the guys played well. They really did. They were up and down. They were inconsistent, but things happen in the course of the season, and you're right. Finally, we were together. The first year, they've all been together healthy, just like Steve Nash said. This is their first year. Typically doesn't happen the first year, but sometimes guys get hurt, and that's why you've got your bench, and they need to step in, and they need to play, and guys need to bring it together. And I thought even in Game 5, the guys brought it together pretty good, but then unfortunately, because only 6 players really were played, ran out of gas in the fourth quarter.
Hey, stick around. Plenty more of Phoenix Suns 2007. Eyes on the prize headed your way. When we come back, we'll answer all the burning questions, so stick around. They seem to have all the pieces, but Coach D'Antoni says one key championship ingredient may be missing. We'll discuss his interesting observation when our year-end special returns.
And San Antonio has won it, 88-85, and I guess you should mail this one to Commissioner David Stern and give him the congratulations on the win.
It's tough not to just think forever what would happen if this stupid rule didn't get in the way of the series. And there's no guarantees of anything, but to come this far and to put this much into a season, and for us to be without 2 key guys in Game 5 for nothing that we instigated, and for not either one of them having a malicious tone to their offense, will forever haunt us.
Well, no one more disheartened about the Phoenix Suns' early eggs from the postseason than 2-time MVP Steve Nash. Welcome back to the show. It's going to be an interesting offseason, Tom. Luxury tax issues. They've got a couple of first-round draft picks, and plenty of talk recently about chemistry. It's one of our burning questions. How important is team chemistry for a team that is involved in a chase for an NBA championship?
Well, it's huge. I mean, the guys need to get along. Every team can have 1 or 2 guys who just, I just don't seem to fit in real well. But this team has a great group of guys. When they're interviewed, you like them. In the community, you like them. They're so involved with each other. They have fun. They go to dinner. They go to movies. So it's vital. It really is vital to have them like each other this much. And every one of those guys from top to bottom said, this is the greatest group of guys I've ever been around. So it's a very important thing to try and keep people together for a period of time.
Another burning question, what to do with Shawn Marion? It seems like every offseason the talk comes up. Do we trade the Matrix? Your thoughts on that?
Well, I love Shawn Marion. I mean, he does so many things for this team. His defense, his offense, he rebounds the ball. He steals, one of the league leaders. Blocks, one of the league leaders. So what he does with his team, I love. I think he's the perfect guy for that. Now, do I look at him and say, is he the perfect player? No. But, would I like him to have a go-to move so you can use him in a half-court game, which typically happens in the playoffs? Absolutely. Would I like him to get to the free throw line more often? Absolutely. And those are things that he can work on to make his game even better. Is he going to be traded? I have no idea. Are they going to look at opportunities for things? Yes, he makes a lot of money.
Yeah. Now, Coach D'Antoni's rotation is about as deep as a kiddie pool. He talked about how deep his bench is. Here's his thoughts on his rotation.
Did you miscalculate how much you thought some of the bench guys might help you?
Oh, yeah. I think I always do. I think we're all, in October, it's like, oh, yeah, you always do that. And I'm not blaming them. That's partly me. Whatever doesn't mesh, and I don't have the confidence level that maybe I need to do that, and maybe I need to loosen up a little bit. I will reevaluate that and try to be better as a coach. And I do know that more depth will help us.
Another burning question, Tom. His rotation. Does he make his bench deeper, keep his starters, especially during the regular season, better rested?
Well, I'm not so much worried about the regular season. Because if you're playing 8 or 9 guys, it's okay. I don't think he overplayed anybody, not too many minutes. But the thing you need to do is you need to find out what you have on the bench. Even if you don't like them or they haven't done something right or they've said the wrong thing, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You brought them in here for a purpose. And even if that purpose is just in the playoffs, okay? Can Marcus Banks guard Tony Parker? I believe so. Did we need to stop Tony Parker in Game 6? Yes. So there's times when you can insert them in. They don't even have to be a part of the rotation, but you can bring him in there, and if he can't guard him, he's just like the other guys that are on the court. They couldn't guard him either. So, you know, there's opportunities for guys to play in the playoffs, even if it's 5 minutes here, 4 minutes here, 3 minutes there. I believe you have to have confidence in them, and I believe you have to give them a chance to fail rather than again, not giving them that chance at all and then be questioned after the fact.
Yeah, and it really hurt them in Game 5. Stick around when we come back. It's all about stat. An amazing season for Amari Stoudemire, and we'll break it down next. A year ago, we wondered if Amari Stoudemire could return to his form of old. He didn't. He got even better. A look back at Stat's incredible resurgence.
Phoenix Suns 2007, Eyes on the Prize. Is presented by Nissan. Visit your Valley Nissan dealers. Mark Taylor. Visit mark-taylor.com for information on the finest collection of luxury apartment communities in Arizona. Jeep and your local Jeep dealers. And by Realty Executives, home of your local real estate experts.
The ball to Stoudemire. Wham, bam, slam.
Rejected by Amari.
Oh, Amari Stoudemire would have none of that.
Amari, a monster flush.
That was an original presentation by Stoudemire.
And welcome back to the show. What an amazing year for the man they call Stat. Tom, Amari Stoudemire bouncing back from that dreaded microfracture surgery. Did you expect him to get back to the level he was this past year?
No, absolutely not. First team All-NBA, All-Star, I mean, just dominate games. No, I thought that he, would come back and be good and, potentially maybe could become an All-Star. But at this level that he came back at, absolutely, it was astonishing to see. And you know what? It just goes to show you how hard this man worked.
Yeah, Amari Stoudemire said he'd be back, and he lived up to those words.
I definitely feel like a rook, man. I ask the veteran players all the time, because I'm trying to knock some of this rust off. I'm trying to get back to the swing of things as far as the offense and defense. I'm confident. I'm very confident. I can explode anytime, anywhere. It's just the fact of getting that feel back to where I'm able to explode in the right timing.
He is just like money in the bank. Here's Stoudemire. What a quick second jump that was.
As we mentioned, shuffling the lineups already. Amari Stoudemire back in the starting lineup.
Time to experiment for Mike D'Antoni and TC. He's hoping he does find another low post go-to guy in the form of Amari Stoudemire. The power and fury of Amari Stoudemire.
Amari, beautiful! Oh my goodness!
We're definitely doing a better job as a team in racking up these wins, and we should just continue to build on that.
Amari really struggled, though, in that game against the Hornets. That one shot he had sent back by Tyson Chandler. That's got to be difficult for him to swallow at times because he used to just dominate players like that.
Yeah, he did not look good at all last game. And Tyson, you're exactly right. He used to just crush him. But truly, Boris came into his own when Amari was out last season, and now Amari's trying to come back, and Boris has struggled. So it's worth taking a peek at because so far it hasn't been a real good combination.
Barbosa to Stoudemire, and forget it. He takes it home. Off it comes to Nash. Here comes Amari. Thunderous dunk by Stat.
I'm always hard on myself, so I wouldn't say I'm back yet, but definitely close. I made great strides tonight as far as improving on the defense end.
Stoudemire meets him at the top. Stoudemire rising up, elevates and detonates. Stoudemire in there, offensive rebound and the crush for Amari. How does this sound? Season high, 42 points. You were sensational tonight.
Sounds great. We definitely wanted to establish ourselves tonight. We knew Memphis was going to come out and play great. They beat the Lakers the night before, and we had to come out and set a tone. It's been hard work. A lot of sweat, a lot of tears, and I'm back now. So it just took that 1 year, and now I'm back in the All-Star game. Even though I am back, but we still have to get better, and we got to maintain our defensive efforts. It's not just given because I'm back.
Amari elevates Smith.
It seems to me that your patience is the one thing that really stands out about your game right now.
Yeah, from that last season, I really learned a lot as far as being patient, just staying a student of the game, and it definitely helped out. Now that I'm back on the court, I'm more patient, understand the game a lot more. My IQ levels has gotten a lot better, so I feel confident about my game.
Look at that hustle by Amari Stoudemire.
Amari attacks Nowitzki. 2 quick hoops by Stoudemire to begin overtime.
Everyone said that Amari Stoudemire wouldn't have been the difference last year. Really? I mean, he is the extreme difference because they have no answer for him.
Stat one of only 3 players in the NBA this season in the top 20 in scoring, rebounding, and field goal percentage. Elton Brand and Carlos Boozer, the other 2. How good can this young man be, and how good is he right now?
Well, he's a very good player. He's first-team All-NBA. I mean, I believe he's first-team All-NBA because he was in the center position, and don't ask me about that because he doesn't want to be a center, but offensively he dominates from that center position. But Amari's growth has been remarkable this season. He's figured out this year that he can win games by rebounding. He can change the course of the games by blocking a shot. When you add that dimension with the offensive skills he had, he truly becomes a superstar. And do I believe he can be better? Yes, I believe he can be the best player in all of basketball.
Still to come here on Eyes on the Prize, we'll take a look at Steve Nash, the 2-time MVP, had a fantastic season. More on number 13 in just a bit. If finishing runner-up in the MVP voting hurt Steve Nash, it paled in comparison to the beating he took in the playoffs. Steve Nash took a licking and kept on ticking. We hop on Mr. Nash's wild ride in just a few.
They can't get the blood stopped. You can see down there now. I don't think he's going to be able to come back in. And that foul is going to be on Bowen, who raised the knee into Nash, and Nash is on the floor, and that's that San Antonio playing.
Nash in backcourt, and he's knocked hard by Ori and fouled. And now Ori is going to get attacked here. A dirty foul by Robert Ori. Absolutely unbelievable.
Well, Steve Nash was bloodied, bruised, and beaten up during the postseason. The 2-time MVP, Tom, logging over 400 minutes, and the Spurs did a great job getting physical with him and defended him very well. Do you think his energy was sapped late in that series?
Well, he was tired. I mean, but Steve is in such great shape. He takes such great care of himself. But when you have Bruce Bowen going at you at one end, and then you're trying to, run the show, and you're trying to defend your own guy, obviously you're going to get tired. But Steve, did that affect the way he played at the end of the game? No. I just think that the Spurs do that to everybody they play against, and Steve is one of those guys that can handle it, and he was ready to lead. In fact, he had a great game. All of the games except for one first half.
Yeah, take it back to March 14th, the pivotal game for the Phoenix Suns, trying to prove that they could win in Dallas against the Mavs, and also a great showdown between the 2 MVP candidates, Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash, the Sports Illustrated cover boys. Let's take it back to that incredible game.
This is a regular season game, is it not, EJ? Feels like the playoffs already. Back iron, and Amari there. Whips it away from Dirk and gives it a home.
He got underneath Dirk Nowitzki and took it from him.
Amari in the lane, foul, bucket and one for Stoudemire.
He's the best player in the NBA right now at finishing.
Nash for 3, and down it goes. The Suns' lead has ballooned to 11.
I don't care what you say. If you play the Suns, you're going to play fast. And right now, they're trying to play fast, and they are getting in trouble.
There he comes up short. There's Nowitzki on the offensive glass. And again, that will be an issue all night long.
Look at that hustle by Amari Stoudemire. He got on the floor, and he put that mid out and just snatched it away.
Marion elevates and detonates.
Suns are answering every challenge from the Dallas Mavericks, which has to make them put their head down just a little.
Suns' biggest lead was 16 in the first half. They head to the locker room up by 7. And there's the hustle play again by the Mavericks. Terry now from the corner for 3. Mike D'Antoni wants a timeout. Dallas running with the Suns. Howard in the lane. Double-digit lead for Dallas. 27-point turnaround in this game.
He had 2 guys that time. They both hit him, and it didn't even matter.
Nowitzki. Hello. They give him the lay-in, and the lead now is 4. Savvy move by Steve Nash.
What is Josh Howard thinking about?
Phoenix needs a 3 to tie. Nash for 3. Comes up just short. Gets it back. Fires again for the tie. quick hoops by Stoudemire to begin overtime.
Well, right at him. And Dallas, you got to believe, has their head down. You give them 2 chances, they're going to make it. I mean, they're just too good to miss on 2 possessions.
Amari, 14 of 15 from the field.
Unbelievable.
7 seconds, 6 seconds for Terry. Oh, he ties it up. It's Leandro Barbosa, one-on-one against Terry. Rises up, wide left. We are going to overtime, number 2.
Everyone said that Amari Stoudemire wouldn't have been the difference last year. Really? I mean, he is the extreme difference.
Nash going for the steal, throws it off the mat. Suns will have it.
That's an excellent play.
2-point game for the tie. It's Dirk. And down go the Dallas Mavericks in 2 overtimes.
Unbelievable game.
Another example of Steve Nash, Tom, simply willing his team to the win. That game was an instant classic, and a lot of people thought it would ice Steve's 3rd straight MVP. Obviously, it didn't play out that way. Who was your MVP this year?
Well, my MVP this year was Dirk, and not because I don't think Steve had a great season. He did, and at the end of the season, Dirk was ahead of him, but when Steve had that game and then the game following that, I truly believe Steve caught him and was right there neck and neck with him, you know, at the end and when they voted. But unfortunately for Steve, he didn't get it. He has had 2 of them. Dirk had a very good season. We're just, you know, right now I look back on it because his postseason was so horrific that you really wanted to give it to Steve. He deserved it. He had his best year of his career.
There was a lot of talk that Steve would not get his 3rd straight because it would put him in the category of Larry Bird and Bill Russell. Your take on that?
Well, that's ridiculous. If people think that's just not there. I mean, Steve Nash, if he's in that category, he's in that category, and he deserves to be. He's been tremendous for the past few seasons, and this year was, like I said, his best ever. So if he's in that category, so be it.
Hey, stick around. Plenty more basketball to talk about, including a visit with Coach Mike D'Antoni. Straight ahead, it's a backstage pass to Coach D's locker room. Plus, imagine a world with no suspensions for that infamous Game 5. We did, and our computer predicts who would have won that battle. Stay with us. Back in just a bit.
And I heard somebody say this the other day, oh, if they don't win the championship, it doesn't mean anything. Well, you know, that's nuts. It does mean something. The people of Phoenix can watch this team, which is comprised of 12 great guys, 14 great guys, and they can enjoy them every day because they come and they give them entertainment every day. You can really follow this team. Now, you do that for 7 months, and then if they don't win the championship, that just says, well, that wasn't, well, no. That's something they can hold on to, and they should always be proud of this team and what the players do for them. So to me, that's the important thing. It's the road to getting to the championship. Once you win a championship, hey, what's the next? And that's it. You start again. It's the road getting there that's fun, and we're having a lot of fun.
And welcome back to the show. Coach Mike D'Antoni talking about how much a championship would have meant to him, part of the In My Own Words program right here on FSN Arizona. Tom Chambers, you played for a lot of great coaches. What is your take on Coach Mike D'Antoni?
Well, I love Coach D'Antoni. I love what he does. I love his style of play. You know, he gives the guys freedom. They run and they gun and they play a lot of offense. You know, Coach D'Antoni, you know, the defensive part of it, we've got some defensive players. The Suns have some great defensive players. That needs to be implemented and paid more attention to at times. But his system, for me, for these guys, it's fun basketball.
Yeah, Coach D does a great job. He's certainly a player's coach, and he's not afraid to let the refs know what he's thinking as well. Here's a segment we had earlier this season. Mike D'Antoni mic'd up.
Tonight from the U.S. Airways Center, it's Game 2 of a 3-game homestand for the Phoenix Suns. The Suns, seeking their 6th win in a row, play host to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Somebody's going to get hurt on that one. We're going to lose 2 guys. Here we go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Suns, 1, 2, 3. Suns. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Michael. Let's say about it.
Michael Redd, the number 3 scorer in the NBA, and he goes down to that left hand of his.
All right, guys, just keep tightening up our defense. Don't lull them into, you know, we can score when we want. Just can't let us get into that game. We want to run them, but keep tightening our defense up.
Here's Mo Williams, and the follow inside, and eventually Godfrey gets it to go, and we're tied.
Hey, somebody's going on, bring them boards! Hey, guys, hey, this is our problem. We talked about it. We don't guard, we don't rebound, we don't have the energy. We play like they're playing. They play bad, we play bad. This is where we got to turn our mentality around a little bit. Be active on defense, tough. Spread out, get your arms out. Let's go, come on. Let's go. Take some pride in it.
Look at Amari. Goes high for the rebound, and he flushes it through. He'll go to the line.
Wow. Well, Amari's back. We got 2:34 to go. Let's go. Let's finish it up.
Barbosa ducks inside. Feeds beautifully to Marion. And a follow by Forrest Diaz.
All right, come on now. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Let's go. Pick it up. Pick it up. Let's go. Let's go. Steve, switch it. Steve, switch.
This could be a heck of a game the way this is shaping up. Here is a 2 by Williams. That'll give the Bucks a 2-point lead. And so the Suns right now on a real dogfight against this Milwaukee team.
Against the zone, same thing. Be sure the shooters stay on the perimeter. All right, stay on the perimeter. Let the bigs work and everything inside. Shots not a problem. Down there, guy, right here this time. Let's play some defense and we run. Let's run out. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, let's play. All right, here we go, White. Come on, White. Let's go.
Out they come now to Nash. Nash, no look pass to Marion. Beautiful job.
Here we go, White. Here we go, White. Let's go. Here we go. Go, White. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. There it is. Good, good, good. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Oh, he walked. I'm out. We just want to double Michael Redd every time. We want to double him every time. Michael Redd. All right. Way to go, James! Way to go, James!
Patterson digs it out. He's a dirt worker. He's got real intensity inside.
Come on, guys! Just 2 of you! Get the rebound!
Patterson backing in on Marion. Patterson's just decided he's going to take over. Yeah, he's going to go to the line.
Shot! He's got a goal. He's got a goal. No, he's got a goal. He's got a goal. That's what they want you to do. He's got a goal.
Nash, 9 on the shot clock. Tries to beat Marion. Does count it. And Blake with a foul.
Go, White. Go, White. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go.
Nash just drives through the 2 defenders. Beautifully done. And Amari takes it home.
Wow.
Red goes in. Marion got a piece of it. Great defense by the Matrix. They get a lot of time to shoot it. 32 seconds. Red's going to go inside. Marion defenses him. Out it comes to Bell. Bell with a 3. And the rebound by Marion. Marion's all over the place right now. Milwaukee will get it with 2.3 seconds. And they're going to put a lid on it. As the Suns now with 6 wins in a row. 8 of the last 9.
Holla! That's 6 in a row. We got Sacramento in 3 days. We'll take tomorrow off. All right? Now, you guys, let's finish up the home set. Go! Come on now. Get by. We're going to get by. Go. Find a way. Suns, 1, 2, 3. Suns. Good job.
Still to come, the Suns' quest for a world championship took on a whole new meaning this season. When we come back, we are spanning the globe with the purple and orange on their preseason trip to Europe.
See the Coliseum's over here?
And welcome back to the show. You know, the season may not have ended the way the Suns wanted, but it certainly started on a great note. The Suns heading to Europe for training camp, a chance to bond and build some chemistry. And their tour guide, head coach Mike D'Antoni.
I guess this starts off, guys. This is the first time in, I hope 9 or 10 months, however it is, to the end of June. So that should be our mindset. Oh, signora, come va? Bene, grazie.
Buongiorno signora.
Come va?
Tutto bene?
Bene, sì.
Piacere.
Benissimo.
See the Coliseum's over here?
No, that's it right there.
Right over there.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 2.5, 3.
I've been to Rome before, and I love it. It's, I mean, obviously one of the most fascinating cities in the world. You know, with its history, it really gives us a perspective about the world and society, and you know, in many ways, how young we are.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed out we're leaving Italy. I enjoyed it here. It was much better than I had expected. Hopefully the same thing will happen to me when I get to Germany. We'll see.
You kind of caught me right in between, man. I was gonna walk down here and read my Bible and write a few poems. So you kind of caught me in the mix. I guess I stroll to town now. Seems like the sign says here we're in the town of Chiloberg Garage. So that's my best pronunciation of that right now. But I hope I'm dead on, so I won't look bad on TV. The Rook would like to taste some cheese. You got some cheese to taste test?
Sure, yes. Yes, it's very healthy, huh?
Oh, man.
You have to be strong tomorrow.
First time ever seen brown cheese.
Yeah. So, just this,
international thing, so you might as well experience it while we're here.
it's great.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. It's not all cheeseburger.
Say Phoenix Suns.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Phoenix Suns? Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns?
Yeah. So, I can handle the second word. What you think?
Frühstückkörbchen.
Yeah. What is it? Future what?
Frühstückkörbchen.
Frühstückkörbchen. Frühstückkörbchen.
Frühstückkörbchen.
Thanks, man.
Well, the Suns had a great time over there. The perfect way to get this season off and running in time. You know this team has more than its share of international players. Frenchman Boris Diaw and the Brazilian blur Leandro Barbosa. Both guys had great regular seasons, but they struggled during the playoffs, especially Boris Diaw.
Well, he did. You know, he really did struggle. He wasn't the focus of the offense like he was in the previous postseason, and it was unfortunate. But you know what? San Antonio is a great team, and their defense is something that the Suns should model themselves after. They have the talent, they have I believe the desire, but they need to focus and they need to be a unit on defense and as well as offense. But you know what? If you're Boris and you're Leandro, that's a tough team to play against when you're young and you're just learning to play the game of basketball.
Leandro Barbosa, Sixth Man of the Year. This young man blossomed this year. It was fantastic to watch. He really came into his own. How much better can he be for the Phoenix Suns?
Well, he can get a lot better. There's things that he can do better. I think he can be a better defensive player. I think he can be more consistent. You know, if they slow it down, I believe that he can learn to become more of a half-court player. But what a remarkable season. What a great guy. I mean, he deserves everything he's getting just because he's the kind of guy that works hard. You like him. You want to give him a hug, and you want to have him on your team. And I just really loved, in fact, having him have that type of success.
Have you seen a faster player?
Oh, no, absolutely not. No.
Hey, stick around. We're going to replay Game 5. How would it have turned out if Amari Stoudemire and Boris Diaw would have been allowed to play that game? Our Xbox has the answer. And welcome back to Phoenix Suns 2007 Eyes on the Prize. You know, Tom, we'll never know how Game 5 would have played out had Amari and Boris been allowed to play. Or will we? Our crack staff here at FSN Arizona putting our Xbox to good use. So let's see how this game turned out in the digital world. Game 5, U.S. Airways Center, Tom, and you know what? Guess who was back? Amari Stoudemire. Forget about Stu Jackson and David Stern. This one played out the way it should have been played out. You know, we even let Robert Horry back in the game, although that's a whole other story. Early on, the Suns running and gunning. Amari Stoudemire elevates for the jam.
Well, just the way they should have played at home with all of their guys. They would have gotten a big lead. They would have had fun, and I think they led by 19.
Yes, they did. Amari had 30 and 13 in the digital world. Manu Ginobili, he was the Suns' killer. Elevates for the right-handed jam.
Well, you know, usually he doesn't do the right-handed jam, and he doesn't have that much hair either. They got to put that bald spot back on him.
Look at that shot by Steve Nash. How does he score that one?
I don't even know if they allow that.
Another great game from Tim Duncan. He had 26 points and 20 rebounds.
Well, Tim Duncan, he's going to do that every playoff game. He is just so consistent, as are the Spurs.
Now, Pops calls the timeout. They go to Tony Parker. 3 of his 45 points, and we're tied late in the game. But who do the Suns go to? Yeah, you got it.
Amari Stoudemire. Oh, and I love the guy guarding him, Robert Horry. Go dunk on Robert.
Amari, 30 and 13, and the Suns win Game 5 without David Stern, 120 to 118.
Good stuff.
Well, now we know how Game 5 would have played out. Tom, another thing we know for sure, the Spurs have their big three, Parker, Duncan, and Ginobili, locked up through 2010. They're a big roadblock for the Suns in terms of an NBA championship. How do the Suns get past that?
Well, I believe the Suns have the talent to get past that. They learn from this. They pay attention to detail. They get better defensively. They get better in the half court, and they get a little bit deeper. Coach D'Antoni has to have some guys on that bench he's confident with that he can put in special situations.
And they do it with defense.
Absolutely.
You know, the Phoenix Suns do great work on the court, but they do even better work away from the court. Their contribution to charity this season was outstanding. Here's a look.
Hi, I'm Steve. Nice to meet you, Marissa. This is Leandro. Nice to meet you, Quincy. Take care, okay?
When Phoenix Suns 2007 Eyes on the Prize returns, just how much gas does Steve Nash have left in his tank? And we'll lower the curtain on 07 with one last look at the season's very best.
Phoenix Suns 2007 Eyes on the Prize is presented by Wells Fargo, The Next Stage, Chrysler. See your Arizona Chrysler dealer. Fulton Homes. You're proud to own. We're proud to build. And by your Valley Toyota dealers. Toyota, moving forward.
And welcome back to the show. Almost time to wrap it up. Tom, I want to get some of your closing comments. Steve Nash, another incredible year, but he's getting up there in age. How much longer can he play at the MVP-type caliber he's playing at right now?
Well, I don't know that he needs to be MVP-type caliber. I believe Steve Nash is an all-star, is pretty good. John Stockton lasted 18 years. He took great care of himself just like Steve Nash does. He cares. He understands. He gets it. He does what he needs to get the most out of his teammates. So Steve's going to be around for a long period of time. Mark Cuban thought he was done 3 years ago.
Yeah, wish he could make that one over again. You know, when you talk about the Phoenix Suns this year, the sting of those losses in Game 5 and 6 against the Spurs, they're going to linger, but so many incredible moments this year. The three All-Stars, Amare Stoudemire, Steve Nash making first-team All-NBA. There were plenty of just fantastic moments this year for this team.
Well, all season long, this was the best scoring team in basketball. This is the team everybody wanted to watch. They led the league in field goals, assists, three-point field goals, free throws. So just a fantastic team. Tainted at the end, but what a great season they had.
Can they win it all next year?
Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. They have what it takes to win. They just got to get all the little details figured out because the main part of it is intact.
It was a great ride for the Phoenix Suns, and we here at FSN Arizona can't wait until next year when the Phoenix Suns will once again have their eyes on the prize. For Tom Chambers, I'm Brad Stein. Thanks for watching as we leave you the very best from the Phoenix Suns in 2007.
Raja, the three! That was cold-blooded. Brilliant by Steve Nash. One of the more amazing steals you ever seen. With his third three of the night. Who is this guy? Sean Mann puts a stamp on it. Great block by Manning, and then to the 10th floor. Amari elevates and detonates savagely. That was an original presentation by Stoudemire. Here's another Nash masterpiece. Just give him the trophy already. I'm telling you, the guy's unbelievable. A final shot. Yes! Absolutely for Steve Nash. That's a good look for three. Yes! Steve Nash ties us up with 2 seconds to go. Nash with a three. Count it.
If you wonder why he's the MVP 2 years, that's why.
Marbles to throw it in. Back out to LB for three in the win. Down it goes. LB drains the big shot. Phoenix needs a 3 to tie.